Say hi, Yari.
Hi.
Style we're working with, it's two like off center ponytails because I wanted to get her hair freshly taken out of the style. You excited, Yari?
Yeah.
What's mommy gonna do? Yeah, do. Okay, so right here I'm just gonna spray her hair. She actually enjoys me spraying her hair, as you can see. She even started to spray her own hair. First I wet it and then I put a little bit of this. This is the spray leave-in conditioner, Flashing Moisture. Yari, gotta drink the water. You're gonna want to make sure the hair is fully saturated with water so that you don't cause any breaks. I never imagine pulling on my big hair. Say hi, fans.
Happy.
This is her hair freshly detangled.
It's
Yeah, inches. Okay, and then I'm gonna try to line it up with her nose, the beginning of the part. And then after I part it, I put in a rubber band to keep it separated. I'm going to continue to part her hair. I'm going to do 4 in the top of her head in the shape of a square, 2 on each side, and that's it for the front. And then the back is going to be completely different parting, which I will show you guys later in the video. And here you can see me doing the 2 on her side that you guys see now. And the top 2 parts are later going to get split into 2 parts each. Right here you begin to see me braiding it downwards. As you can see, I am not pulling it straight outwards towards me. I am holding the hair in a downwards direction while beginning to braid. If not, your braids will stick out and not lay down flatly. And you also see me ending up having to spray her ends because they got tangled while I was braiding, which is a common occurrence. It's not, too much to worry about. Just make sure if your child's hair is longer, you keep up with it and make sure that it is not getting tangled very badly throughout the braid, or else it's going to be very hard to deal with at the end. You could see me curling up her ends. I am not putting beads on her ends or rubber bands on her ends yet due to me not finishing that style that day. I was very tired and I just finished cleaning. And this was a last minute video for me to film in the first place. So I just ended up putting the first half of her head into the braid and I left the back in that bun that you see now. And this is me working on the last braid of the 4 at the top. Then I begin the next day. I parted it into 4 triangles in the back, and I believe I attempted to do 3 and 3 on the bottom 2 rows, but I couldn't do 3 and 3 because she just has a little less hair at the nape of her neck than I thought. Say I love my hair. Say I love my hair. And this is about 24 hours after the last clip. So I'm just getting her hair with the corner of the brush. I don't use the full brush because if I do, it tangles. So I'm just using the corner of the brush. And I go in layers. See, she just wants to she wants to make sure she's saturated.
That's why, Mama.
I think I'm gonna do the braided. This is the product that I showed earlier that I use in her harder to get through spots. So if it's been a little while since I detangled her hair, or if it's just super dry, I'll use that. I'm also beginning a zigzag part on her scalp. I alternate between a zigzag part and a straight part to not wanting to add extra tension. Tell them about your labubus.
I was a
Do you still have your labubu on your purse, Yori? Yeah. Here I'm slicking down her parts to get them ready to go into ponytails. Making sure not to forget the back either. So I start by turning it into 2 ponytails with a zigzag part. Then I begin to section the ponytails into 4 equal quadrants, and then I split those 4 equal quadrants into 3 quadrants each, creating 12 total. But I do not do those 12 all at once. I do each braid separately, so I split it into 4 sections just so that I know that it's even, and then I do one braid at a time. So I start with 4 and then turn one of those 4 quadrants into 3, and then I begin to braid them like a traditional braid. There is no special braiding technique in right here. I am putting the beads on the beater and I am just putting them onto her hair. I just choose an alternating pattern. I also make sure to leave enough hair at the end so that it is not where it begins to taper. I use it where her hair is still the proper thickness, just because if I wrap the rubber band around where it begins to taper, it will slowly slip out and her beads will fall out. If you leave a little bit more hair out and just tuck it into the bead or just pull the bead down over it, it will hold it in place a lot better and it will not slip out as easily. Growing up, I used to always see kids' beads slipping out of their hair, and I feel like that could have been one of the reasons why. It's just due to, it's just where your ends begin to taper. So if you just put that up a little more and leave a little bit more hair sticking out, well, maybe that might be a compromise that you may or may not want to take. Just keep that into consideration. I'm also making sure to braid these braids going in the direction that you want the braids to lay in. So as you can see, I want her braids going downwards. I am making sure to start the braids going downwards. If I start the braids going back towards me or outwards, they will stick out in a weird way or they just won't lay properly. So just make sure you're keeping into consideration where your braid is facing when you start your braid. This was her hair once it was complete. I didn't have the best zigzag parts on the back of her head this time. The first time I did this style, I think I did a lot better. Do you like your hair?
Uh-huh.
Rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. This is the next day. How do you like your hair? Isn't it nice? Yeah. And subscribe.
Dad.